let me recognitions to Rotary leaders who are in this hall. I recognize the district governor-elect, Rotary Abidole. I also recognize the district governor nominee, Rotary Abidole. I recognize the Rotary of Oberon, past district governor, Lawson. I also recognize the Rotary Different Iwanita Gizzy, who indeed pioneered the sports festival that we have, that all of us are enjoying today. You are all welcome. I also recognize district leaders who are here in no particular order. I can see past assistant governor as well, Lindsay. I can see the district executive secretary of district 9111, past president Mike Efio. I recognize all past assistant governors who are here, members of my core team, and other Rotarians and Rotaractors who are here. At exactly 20 minutes after 12, it is my honor to call this meeting to order. Let us be outstanding for the Rotary Grace. At the count of grace. Oh Lord, and give us we praise thee. Oh, hallelujah. Thank you, please be seated.
Thank you very much, my district governor. All right, thank you very much. I recognize the presence of all the past district governors earlier. Just joining us is the past district governor, Wala Muyimani. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. It's also very important to recognize the presence of the man behind all, the man that has done it countless times, has seen to the success of Rotary Sports Festival in our district from 9110 till it's 9112. Our very own Mr. Sports, past president, Alozie Silimobi. Thank you very much, sir, for what you do. It's good to have you here. Of course, we have members of the DG's core team here with us. Earlier, I cited the district's executive secretary. See, he's here to come in. His chief of staff is here with us. PhD Akim Sumoni, thank you very much for coming. And of course, the SA to the district governor, past president, yes, thank you very much, sir, for coming. We also recognize the presence of district leaders from our sister districts. Of course, the district's executive secretary, district General Michael Effiong is here with us, special assistant to the governor of Akwa Ibom State. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. And of course, one of my mentors in the media circle, PAG Azwar, is the editor-in-chief of the governor's newsletter for District 9111. Thank you very much, sir, for having you. And of course, we do not be complete if I do not recognize the presence of the very handsome and beautiful members of the ROSFEST committee. Thank you all for all that you do, and we will especially recognize. Quickly, we will take the objects of Rotary. And to take the objects of Rotary, may I invite Rotarian Chidi Ogu, past president Rotary Club of Anthony Golden, to please help with the objects of Rotary. Thank you. He probably wants to be encouraged with a round of applause, I guess.
Good afternoon, my district governor, past district governors here present, district governor elect, district governor nominee, members of the ROSFEST committee, led here by the chairman, past president Mobi, fellow Rotarians, guests and friends of Rotary. The object of Rotary is to encourage and foster the ideal of service as a basis for worthy enterprise, and in particular to encourage and foster first, the development of acquaintance as an opportunity for service, high ethical standards in business and professions, the recognition of the worthiness of all useful occupations, and the defining of each Rotarian's occupation as an opportunity to serve society. The application of the ideal of service in each Rotarian's personal, business, and community life. And lastly, the advancement of international understanding, goodwill, peace, through a world fellowship of business and professional persons, the unite ideal of service. Thank you very much.
Round of applause for past president Chief Anthony Golden. Moving on very quickly, may I invite past president Chichi Padeke, aka Lady Golf, to please come forward and take the four most important sentences of every Rotarian should be very aware of. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, past DGs, fellow Rotarians, guests and friends of Rotary, the sponsors, and the media personnel here The four words of the things we think, say, or do. First, is it the truth? Second, is it fair? So, and better friendships. Fourth, will it be beneficial to us inside?
Thank you very much. With that, I want to appreciate everyone that has spoken. This event is actually beneficial to everyone concerned because it's talking sports in District 912 as a way of taking away some of the stress and helping us network and enjoy ourselves a little more. It's been success over the years. We're getting better and better. We've touched ourselves in many ways. We've enjoyed sports. But all this comes at some cost that has been taken care of by some corporate projects in Rotary. And of course, it's important for us to recognize and appreciate for the years in this project. In a very special way, I'd like to recognize the presence of RESA Projects, a property company that has always supported the ROSFEST. Thank you very much to you and your team for all the support. And of course, to Manfred Signs, thank you very much, Sam, for your support for this event over the years. We appreciate you. And then, of course, to that great company that gave us free flight tickets last year at ROSFEST, United Nigerian Airlines. I was hoping to grab one, but I didn't, but we appreciate them. Thank you very much to United Nigerian Airlines. And very importantly, it's important to appreciate and recognize Equal Club 1938 for all that they do. And I believe Austin Rabo is here with us, the past president of the club. Thank you very much, for all that you do. Of course, we also recognize the presence of Hello Water, MTN, Monroe, Miller FM, Rights, Foods, KKF, Cookie, You Fit Fly. Of course, one very important office that has over the time given us not just endorsements, but support and presence. And that is the Lagos State Sports Commission. Thank you very much, sir, for all the commission does in supporting the sports festival. We appreciate you. Someone is in charge of this committee and knows best what the plans are for this Rotary Sports Festival. On that note, I'd like to invite the chairman of the committee, the Rotary Sports Committee, to please come forward and make a presentation of his opening remarks. Thank you very much. Please, we want to encourage you to the sound and round of applause. Thank you. Rotarian as President, Mr. Imodia. Thank you.
Thank you, Maxine. My DG, Rotarian Larry Abidani, I salute you and recognize your presence. I also have with us here the DGE, my own mentor, my trainer. I know you'll be happy. I'm doing very well. Thank you so much, DGE Larry Abidani. We also have my DG says in order of seniority. Let me rather commit myself that it's in no order of seniority. So I will have my brain can run well. We have the BDG Paula Ibade here, my brother and my neighbor. No, we don't see in my streets, but I'm very close neighbor. I have DG I'm watching the woman that taught me culturally. You're welcome, man. Thank you so much. We'll come back to our relationship. We have my own sister, Adora, PDG Ifeanyiwa Ejeze. I recognize you, ma'am. Is it on seat? Okay, but she's around. I greet her in absence. Essential. So to all district leaders here and our sponsors, our partners, assistant governors, past presidents of clubs, the United Presidents, gentlemen of the press, fellow Rotarians, guests and friends. I consider it a great honor and privilege to be here to address this great gathering as the chairman of the Rotary District 9112 Sports Committee 2025-2026. My secretary, sir. Executive Secretary, please, I didn't observe when I came. Thank you, welcome. This is the third edition of the media party since the inception of the Rotary Sports Festival in District 9110, now District 9111 and 9112. We cannot thank all the district leaders enough for making this redistricting possible with all its positives. Today, we mark the beginning of the third edition of the Rotary Sports Festival, tagged ROSFEST 26. On behalf of all the Rotary Sports Committee members, please, if you had, let us see you outstanding. All the committee members, ROSFEST 24, 25, and the current committee members. We invited the Rotary committee members for 24. Are they here? Yeah. Oh, everybody presented. Thank you so much. Please, a round of applause. We still have those in 26 that were. Hello. My 2024 group. We want to honor actually. Austin, the 2024 group. We're asking for them to get up and take a bow. Yes, we have the ROSFEST 2024 group. What of the 2025 group? Thank you so much. The 24 group has this standard, and the 26 group. That is all of us that are here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. We appreciate you all. We say a big thank you to you for this gathering on your behalf, particularly my personal DG, the coach, Chief Mrs. Omotunde Francis Lawson, PG. Thank you, man. Because we were sharing the coach together when I became the first Igbo man to take over position in my club in Bagada. But when she now took it as a title, I had to drop my own. When I attended when I saw the amount of money she spent, I had to leave the title for her. Yes, my own sister Adora, the great mother of twins, and significantly the one and only mother of ROSFEST Festival, Rose Sports Festival, PDG, if anyone is here. Thank you so much, man. Yes, these two powerful ladies played very significant roles in the back of what we are marking today. I want to take a second and talk about Rochelle's involvement in this. And I must thank you, ma'am. And thank everyone DGs and PDGs, because if you have not encountered her when this idea came, and because it came at it as she called, what she blessed me. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, man. Then I'm talking to they are promised to join me February 12 at the Ikoyi Club for the tee off. So I will look forward to putting trying to include into the timetable. So February 12 we'll be expecting them. This is not you can play the personal supporting roles played by I'm still playing by my able IPDG if Femi Adeniko, who is also not here, and if the of the revamped ROSFEST IPDG here, so I'll jump this. So I want to thank every PDG that is here to this thing we're doing today called ROSFEST. For the corporate bodies and sponsors, we give it to ROSA Project. ROSA Project, please can you stand up for the recognition? My DG, sir, this group has given us more than 4 plots of land since we started this project for years. And we must thank you on behalf of the DG. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Then we have Dr. Francis, that is not here. Step out. Okay. We have Monroe, Hello Waters, Right Foods, High Crops, Engineer Okeze, United Nigeria will come to United Metropolis, Sanlam, and others. The Great Club, heavily represented here by Austin. I know they have recognized you. And I want to thank our PDG. Thank you so much for your connection to the Great Club. They have always treated us. Maybe they don't know you have stepped down as a PDG, as a DG. They still give us a discount when it comes to the Greenfield fee. Thank you so much, man. Then I want to thank especially Freela Media and want to mention out Bamidele Ononaja. That is the KAS. I want to mention him because he gave Briga FM a guarantee for us without him telling us. Briga FM, when we were introduced by PDG Ify to him, he accepted, but went behind to ask Ononaja if he could trust us. And Ononaja told him yes, that he can go ahead. He didn't tell us he gave discount of almost 5.something billion naira of his project that he told us that because of Ononaja, he's going to give it to us free of charge. One of the things is completely unavoidably absent. He has handed over to his daughter, so he's restricting his move. Of course, our gathering here today is not a parliamentary speech, neither is it a Thanksgiving service. But for the district governor, Rochelan, Larry, and to address the press, the Rotary Ward, the enthusiastic ward, the general public, and our planned program for ROSFEST soon. The district governor will be unveiling the ROSFEST 26 logo. He will be leading us outside to light the ROSFEST 26 torch, and you will significantly, that would mean that he will be giving us permission today to go into the world and make exploits. So after the addressing of the press, the DG will be doing those two things. He will be unveiling the logo for us and will also be lighting the torch. But before then, I wish to ask permission of the DG to state that one of the reasons we gathered this high level, you can see that we have never had this kind of number of DGs on our high table, but it was deliberate today. And one of the reasons is that we want to put on record, sirs and mans, that the growth of ROSFEST in all the districts in our zones all depend on you. If PDG, if he had not granted us the permission, we wouldn't have started this, and today we wouldn't have had anywhere to go. So why I'm calling on this top level district officers and those that are also coming, because I know after now we're going to be having other elections, is because we want to be sure that this ROSFEST is District 9110. It's not 9111 or 9112 alone. Luckily, it started at District 9110. So we want to see how we can move this as a gift to the world. We're looking forward to a day when we're going to be having an inter-district ROSFEST, when we're going to be having zonal ROSFEST, whatever the name will be called, when we're going to be having the Rotary International Sports Festival. We woke up someday in this district and we heard that our own brother, our son, Yinka Babalola, is now the IPE. So what it means is that Rotary in this part of the world has a lot to offer. Show the meeting this year and those that are going to come, that this District 9110 as a 12, both sides, they have capable hands to teach any district that is willing to. In fact, one of the promises my current DG made me before even he came to sit, he made a promise that he was going to talk to other DGs when he come up. I don't know if he has finished the talk, but my DG, one of the things they are going to be afraid of is how to structure it. But I want to assure you that in this district, in District 9111, we have been able to form a structure that we can teach, that can be learned, and we can impact. So in any district that wants it, we can comfortably transfer technology. Now, the purpose and objective of this ROSFEST is simple. It is built around our strategic priorities in Rotary International Action Plan, which is to increase our impact, to expand our reach, to enhance participation engagement, and increase our ability to adapt. If you expand the four of this, you'll find out that throughout the membership attraction, the mental health, and every angle of Rotary you can think of, this action plan of Rotary International, ROSFEST touches them. But most importantly to us is the issue of membership development, which we have always emphasized. Achievement so far. The achievement of ROSFEST as a program since inception in 2023-2024 Rotary Year have started and continue to improve. Statistically, an average registration of Rotarians for the program has grown from 563 in the first edition to 1,240 at the second edition. Registration for the golf tournament alone for the last 2 years was on an average of 150 members, made up of Rotarians and non-Rotarians, the Rotarian golfers, from within and outside Lagos. On corporate sponsorship and partnership, the list is expanding. We now have in our kitty companies like United Nigerian Airlines. And I want if you permit me, my DG, to use my bragging rights here. The ROSFEST is offering Rotary, all Nigerian Rotary Convention, our own partners and our sponsors, which is the United Nigerian Air. They don't call themselves sponsors, they call themselves partners. So we have had to introduce them to the convention, and they have accepted to also sponsor them. So those are one of the advantages and the growth we have also we can also record. The clubs are also reaping from it. Most of the clubs are also getting members from sponsors who are also sponsoring us. So on membership, that is also increasing. We have also a club that won almost 8 trophies last year. So we want to thank everybody on that. Now the competition program. This year's competition will be organized in the nature of inter-club sports. What that means is that clubs are going to be playing against each other. And at the end of the day, the club that has more medals will become the winners. So it's important that those clubs that are registered start making lists of those that are going to play for them. The venue of the sports will be determined, but I want to tell you here that one of the advantages we have is that the Lagos State Sports Commission, our able and very good partners, have always supported us. And from the inception when the first was introduced by BDG here, promised us that they were even going to give us the swimming pool that they have not even completed as at now. As at today, they have completed the swimming pool and they are willing to give us any of their facilities, including even their technical staff facilities. So even though that the coaches that are having advertised are also from them. I want to thank you so much, sir. On sponsorship, as we appreciate all sponsors, partners, awardees, and other donors, we will pray for more sponsorship. The clubs are encouraged to come on board, and most importantly, to our corporate sponsors. We want to say that Rotary has a global network of 1.4 million members in over 200 countries. This is offering you a global audience of 1.4 service-oriented minds. I think this is very, very important for sponsors. Because each sponsor you meet, that is the question they ask you, what is the need for us? I want to tell you that this is something you can check out even if you Google them. So we have almost 2.6 billion Facebook and YouTube users. So for everything you do with Rotarians, for every time you appear in a picture with Rotarians, you have about 2.6 billion people in Facebook and YouTube seeing you and seeing your activities. Isn't that powerful? I don't think any other advertising agency can give you that. So we are showing you that joining us, doing business with us, sponsoring us is not just the money you spend. We are taking you around the world in less than a second. Immediately, I heard of what we did during the polio. We uploaded and the whole world knew that the polio happened in this part of the world. So please, stay safe, be courageous, sponsor us. We are going to make sure that your products and yourself go around the world. In conclusion, on behalf of the committee, I wish to thank the DGs for the opportunity. Thank you so much for this opportunity to serve. The PDGs here, for all that you have done, those of you I know I have met my PDG everybody for how to register my ROSFEST, but he has refused to teach me how he did with the draft. He has been keeping that himself. The draft has been international before ROSFEST came out. So we're still going to come and learn from you. Thank you. Trade secret. Thank you so much. The media want also thank you. You have been so fair to us. Each time we call you, will come. And we want to thank everybody here for coming. On behalf of myself, on behalf of my committee members, I want to say thank you so much and welcome.
Leader of all business sports, the chairman of the ROSFEST Sports Committee, Rotarian Past President, Alison Simobi. Thank you very much for that insightful presentation of what it was, what it is, and what it will be as far as Rotary Sports is concerned. The offer has been open, I believe, other districts, and of course, Rotary International will adopt this beautiful idea of incorporating sports into Rotary activity. Thank you very much. Earlier, I recognized them in their absence, but they are here. And so I'd like to recognize the presence of the District Executive Secretary, as President for Monterey. Thank you very much for coming. And of course, our Central Bank Governor here at District 9, 112, District Treasurer, AG Adidoni Odutola. Thank you very much for coming. We appreciate you. I want to appreciate the media houses here present, New Central TV, the videographers that we brought in, Rotary Global Radio, and of course, the district's media team. We recognize and appreciate all of you. We will continue with the program of events. And right now, it is time for us to listen to that body that has supported us with everything, even beyond what they have. They've given us what they have and what they do not have, making sure that whatever it is, sports and Rotary, as it is here, enjoys the best of support. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause. I'd like to invite the Director General of the Middle State Sports Commission, ably represented by the Director of Sports, Mr. Nunayo Chabi. Forgive me, Dr. Nasser. Thank you very much, sir. It looks very responsible. Thank you, sir. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I want to know the world starting on the 16th protocol webinar. If you're all right, but let me try and just follow the train line of thought that I'm listening to. First of all, I'd like to acknowledge the DG, which is the governor of the district. I don't want to say the district, I will also recognize district governors. And I don't think I had a word, somebody said something like governor-elect, incoming governor, so I also want to recognize you. So please, meanwhile, I want to recognize other Rotarians present and other sponsors, notable individuals, media house, and body gathered for this auspicious talk about sports, the impact of sports on mental health. Yes, the impact of sport as activity. Sport now was test of the physical attribute that it possesses, because now sport is going beyond the physical attributes. So now we're going to have esports. And esports, the exercise you excel, or the exercise the energy you dictate is quite minimal. So for the context of this discussion, we're going to be looking at sport as a physical attribute, thereby you get to exercise your entire body system, where the body mechanism is put to work and is exercised over a period of time, thereby dissipates energy. So for those who want to look at esports, want to say esports is a sport. I'm not contending it's a sport, but for esports, you don't tend to dissipate much energy. So basically, if you look at sports, sport has a lot of benefits to our mental health, because a healthy body is a healthy mind. If we are fit enough, our minds are free from all forms of thoughts or all forms of what you have in terms of body dissemination and what have you. So regular exercise keeps one fit, and apart from keeping you fit, also keep you healthy. It allows you to know when your body tells you there's a fault or there's something below there. So it's critical also. So let me just go into the context. Paper. Okay. Sport helps to improve our physical and our mental health. It also helps us to foster our character. because I mean, when we tend to compete against each other, to also help to develop interaction, intimacy as we contest together. And it can also help us to improve on our mental acumen and thinking, because the more we exercise ourselves, it also helps to exercise our brain. And this helps in keeping us fit and keeping us firm for our daily routine and our daily exercising. And that's why we see people who get engaged in more vigorous work at the early stage. And when they get to retirement, they tend to stay longer. Though I may not be able to place with research, but it is found that those who are physically engaged in activity, they live better when they're older age than those who are more sedentary in terms of chief executive and what have you, who stay long with their systems and their laptop and writing. So it is and get to improve our exercises, because it has also been observed that moderate stress of about 75 to 90% are visible related illness as sports can help manage. If we have stress level and we engage in regular sporting activity, sport can help us suppress the stress level, which will help improve our mental and help us open and focus our mind on things that are of importance and not rather help us become moody. Because it's been seen your engagement in sport brings about happiness, brings about excitement, because your men scoring a goal or your men assisting your colleagues, it makes you happy and become a point of reference to say, when we had the gun, I defeated you, I beat you, I can beat you. Or in the game of Scrabble, we can tell each other, you're my wife now, I can beat you. How many words, how many letters can you make? How many letters can you spell? I think first time I can beat you to it. So it helps us in general effects, help to improve and give us a lot of free time to develop. Generally, basically, I don't want to bore you so much with this project, but it is important to know that sports helps to improve our life, not just our life, our health, and help us to better our society, because now sport has become an integral part of the world that is so much important that sport is now competing with the oil industry. In fact, at the conference, some people say there's more money in sports than oil and gas. I don't know how true that is, but I can tell for a fact the salary of an NBA player or an American player is bigger than money that is made available in sports in the world. And that is basically last year, Saudi Arabia, the young got $6 million higher than, and that has also made FIFA as an entity financing. They will have a FIFA World Cup. They're also planning to do that. So basically, sport is an integral part of the society that contributes to our health and also helps to build the community and also helps to bring the community together. Because you find that the nations of the world, despite Palestine and Israel at war, they are playing together in the preliminaries of the World Cup to qualify to play in the World Cup. Despite their fracas, they leave it aside, they still come to the field of play. And while they play, the players will shake each other and they'll still be friends for that moment. So sport is an important element that helps build, shape the community and improve our health in all ramifications. So I just want to say thank you for listening and God bless. Thank you very much. That's from the man who knows it all when you had it. Sports brings together, sports improves our community, and it brings us together. I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to the ROSFEST proper. I've always told the chairman of the ROSFEST committee that it's just sad that the only sports I'm very good in has not been added to the games that we have in ROSFEST. I've been training for it and I look forward to when it will be added. And of course, the sport is wrestling. Yes, so I'm waiting for wrestling. And that's where I will be representing my club proudly, and I'm sure a gold medal. I'm also looking at boxing, a little bit of it. I'm not going to be doing much, just really heavyweights and I'm out of there. I don't do straight up sports, just light sports like wrestling, boxing, and judo. But there'll be life insurance, my PDG, should anything happen to me, so that my wife and children can have something. Thank you very much. We'd like to recognize the presence of the district governor for District 9111, Mr. Bakari, who has just joined us. Thank you very much, man, for coming. Earlier, we recognized and appreciated our sponsors, but it's also important for us to hear from some of them. We've heard from the Lagos State Sports Commission. I'm always very excited about this. But apart from them, we have other companies and entities that have said no. Whatever it will take, we'll continue to support the Rotary Sports Festival. I'd like to invite one of the directors with the Western Project, Dr. Valentine Ojina. So please speak to us for 2 minutes and let us know, please. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I want to appreciate the high table the DG and the team on the item, as well as every Rotarian here seated. My name is Dr. Valentine, CEO, Dr. Ibiam. Festus is unavoidably absent, but he has asked that I start to speak on his behalf. So ROSFEST has been, for us, is an extension of what we already do. Rotary, as well, is a humanitarian an organization, and all of its events and locations are geared towards humanitarian services, which is why a company like RESA Nigeria, who also is interested to see teachers or low average income earners become landowners, has always also decided to partner with this initiative over the years. RESA have been in existence for so a couple of years now, and we have assisted over 500 teachers to own properties in Lagos. It always has been believed that teachers, in fact, we classify teachers as low average income earners, and we also believe that their reward is in heaven. And so RESA has come to change that narrative, and by providing housing deficit solutions to these teachers and then police. And I've said that over the years we have assisted over 500 teachers to own properties, which has also been a contribution to humanity. So partnering with ROSFEST is also an extension of what the humanitarian side of what we do. We have introduced schemes over the years, and this scheme has allowed teachers to even pay as low as 30,000 naira on a monthly basis, and that has really helped them with their media salaries to own properties. Okay, so recently also we launched off RESA Cover. We also are looking into solving food-related issues in Nigeria, and we have started off with the RESA Cover, which is the cassava farming. We want to also hire teachers to provide food items like gari and derivatives from that from gari and cassava, just so that hunger will also not be an issue. It's a privilege to be a part of this initiative, and with the credence of my CEO, I would say that I think we'll continue doing this for the ROSFEST, and it's something that we are privileged to consider. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much. We can do that with a round of applause. I will trust some of us to know that RESA project actually sponsored the land that we gave out at the last, I'm correct, my chairman? At the last ROSFEST, we gave out a piece of land. Committee members, can you confirm? The piece of land was given out at the raffle draw, and that was courtesy of RESA project. Thank you very much for what your company does. We appreciate it. Next, we're going to be listening to, it's safe to say, the mother of ROSFEST in District 910, the woman who at her time saw the need for this, gave approvals for it, and today the story is getting better and better. Ladies and gentlemen, ask the District Governor, if anyone, OJC, Ilabichi. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Afternoon once again, my District Governor. District Governor in LES, 911 and 9112, and District Governor nominee here present, and Commissioner, Director, FD represented by the Director for Commission, for Sports Commission in Lagos State. You're welcome. My past District Governors, fellow Rotarians, guests, and friends. More importantly, the chairman of today's event, the chairman of the committee that has put this together, our past president, Alozie Sirimobi, I greet you. I am actually very excited and so happy to be here today to witness this and to know that this, which was vetted in my year as District Governor for District 9110, has come to stay and is getting better and better by the day. This was a discussion that started even before I became DG. I had a discussion with Alozie while he was still president of his club. And when we talked about it, we said Rotarians will come about, we do a lot of projects, we do all sorts, but we don't have anything that brings us together for recreation apart from parties. We know sports has a lot to do. It puts our mind and puts together as friends. When they are playing sports, they forget their differences and come together with one objective, one goal, and it brings about happiness to the home. So when I became DG, I said, who better to handle this than the very man I discussed it with before becoming DG? And I called Alozie, I said, come and chair this project. And I'm glad to know that he has not disappointed me so far. He's chaired it now for 3 years running. Congratulations, Alozie, congrats. And every year, we have moved from strength to strength. It's been improved on a yearly basis. And I'm also glad to note that my predecessors who took over from me after the district was divided into two, 911 and 9112, they did not also drop ROSFEST. You know, if they did not see it like a viable thing to do or something that is necessary for Rotarians to come together to exercise themselves, they could have dropped it, but they carried it on. By DG, I greet you for taking on this notable project. And 9111 is also doing the same. And I know this project has come to stay. So I thank all of you who have labored to keep it going, and I know it will continue to grow. And I'll be here to give you all the support, morally, physically, and otherwise,
to make sure that this project, this activity moves from strength to strength. It's an activity that has gone. I'm talking about registering it, even in our right, to become something that will go global. That would be nice. After my year as DG, we now have a fellowship that has been registered. We call it Great Hope. In our right, it has become a global thing. All the presidents in the world are members of this Great Hope Fellowship. We call it CHOPS. And our presence is being felt everywhere. And I'm sure we'll do the same for ROSFEST. Thank you, committee members. Thank you, my DG. Thank you, all district leaders, for being here today. And thank you for this wonderful project. I am glad to be here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Past District Governor Ifeanyi Ejisi, for that beautiful one. Well appreciated. Thank you very much. Without wasting time, we'll also be hearing from our please everybody round of applause. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Good morning, my district governor, past district governors, and our future governors. Distinguished Rotarians and all directors of sports, Lagos State University, Lagos State Sports Commission. The competition old president at that time, past president, opportunity to say a few words this time around. Last year we were part of it, but this year is different because I can say one or two things. I want to appreciate the fact that past DG Ifeanyi Ejisi made sure that the Pioneer edition was held when she was gone. Thank you for making it happen. Let me say that in 2022, when I became district governor, that was when I know they brought this initiative to share with me, put a proposal, because I was aware of the love I have for sports. And I thought it would happen. But it just reminded me, the first person that I approached to be chairman, who said he would not be able to do it. Incidentally, it is the club with me. He wouldn't do it because he was the club president then. But you know what? The way Rotary is, you don't get it done now, or you get it done at any time. That's the best thing. Not that you must do it, but that those who can also do it, start it up. If that initiative was still the following year, we wouldn't be here. I want to thank PDG again. You embraced it with all the seriousness, with all the vigor, with all the beauty of it. Was beautiful, I must say. And that's why we are here today, to still enjoy the ROSFEST and becoming bigger. ROSFEST 1, now becoming ROSFEST 2. What a way to go. District Governor too, thank you for supporting this festival. And the future governors, I know that you are all part of it. No doubt about that. On that note, I still wish the committee and the prepare for the edition of February all the success that they desire. And we shall all be there. What we can do to support, we shall also do it. Thank you very much. And God bless you.
Thank you very much, my past district governor, for that beautiful, insightful one. I always like to hear from him. And on that note, I would like to invite, on a very personal note, my mentor in Rotary, my friend and big brother, past district governor Bola Oyebade, to please say one or two for 2 minutes before we listen. If there are no other speakers, I invite all to very own district governor for his address and press briefing. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. The district governor, district leaders, fellow servants, and special guests that have come here. I hope you'll find time to join Rotary very soon. What can I say other than what everybody has said? But honestly, I feel it's important to say where you're focused, you eventually get perhaps more than what you think planned for. We know what so many sports people have said, and I guess one of those ones said, Mohamed Ali was not the one that said that he hates training, yet he knows that he couldn't stop training and fights to win until he wins and win and win and win again. And I think that's resonates clearly with what has happened here this afternoon. The past president, the chair that started this, knew where he was going. Let's just put it that way. I never stopped. So even when you really do not see anything, you don't see clearly what's in the future, just persist, because between you and you and you know that there's something ahead. And for me, that's exactly what he has done. So I will congratulate past president and say for keeping straight. Yeah, it's very important. Please applaud it. It's important. Because we need more Rotarians that will stand up and say to themselves, okay, fine, I just need to create a niche for myself. Forget about what other person says. I know you know that I put the draft in very well that started in the year 2012. And for me, it was more like a lot of people would push you down. Even internationally, they will tell you clearly. I recall somebody once said she came to my booth at the international convention. I forgot which particular country that was. And she clearly berated. She was an American with her husband. And she said,
this is something like my 7-year-old boy plays. What is all this? What are you doing this in the convention? I said it's draft. She said it looks like checkers. I said yes, it looks like checkers. I said, but do you know drafts? She said, but she doesn't know what drafts is. I said it's drafts. But I know checkers. You know checkers. I know drafts. You don't know drafts. I'm ahead of you. It's clear. By the way, checkers, I explained to her how to play checkers, and I explained to her how to play draft. She felt really, really bad about it first because I just, I don't know, humbly told her that she was stupid. It's clear. It's my idea. Don't be raised my idea. I brought an idea internationally, and the only thing you can say is it's bad, bad, bad. That's just that. This is not sure. Even here in Nigeria, a lot of recruiters have told me, what are you doing with playing draft? Your mates are doing better thing. Tell me the better thing. What is the better thing? Now, good thing is to play draft. I'm propagating it. If Alosai's good thing is to propagate sports in the way he understands it, and some other people have supported it to get in here, the least of us can do is to get around it and ensure that it gets to the peak of it with our support. When he wins, we all win. I want to congratulate everybody that is part of this. The PDGs that agreed that it was a clear vision and didn't pull him down. You know, we have this PhD syndrome in Africa, you know, PhD pull that down syndrome. He's trying to succeed I want to, but this lady didn't do that. So we should give it to them also. Once again, congratulations. Out of that.
Thank you very much. My boss and Michael, PDG, everybody. All right, so that's also another presentation. All of you guys, friends, may I invite the district governor, Lieutenant Parley, that you for this press briefing address. Please round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you. Once again, I want to thank everyone who has been here with us, and especially Mr. Nunayo Trabi, Director of Sports of the Lagos State Sports Commission. The presidential message for this Rotary year is unite for good. When we unite for good, good things come upon us. And I always like to say this, I believe in continuity. And it is in the spirit of continuity that I embrace this ROSFEST that has come to stay in District 9112. And I want to thank the governor once again who pioneered this first district governor, if anyone is part of it. If not for our vision, we would not be here today. So my PDG, I thank you once again. And I want to assure you that, and all Rotarians generally, that we will continue with this very important thing. It has become a project of our district, and we will always ensure that we take it to greater heights with sports. We have partnered with sports organizations to do events that promote our humanitarian initiatives and community service projects. And this includes the Rotary's partnership with the Olympic movement. If you recall that since Olympic Games started in 1896, our organization, which started in 1905, just 99 years after the first Olympic Games, has been involved in partnership with the Olympic movement. And we have supported them through various initiatives, including literacy programs and youth development. Also, we have sports-based community projects. Globally, we promote health education and community development by partnering with local sports teams and organizations. Now, ROSFEST is also a method of membership engagement for us and retention. If there is a feud between two nations, or even husband and wife, or between two friends, what unites us mostly is sports. If Nigeria is playing any country today, we all set aside our prejudices, we set aside our emotions, we set aside our sentiments to we may come after the event one can end or the other, but I have also of unite for good. So part of the good that we're doing in the world is to embrace sports as a membership, attraction, and engagement strategy. We can use this to bring in with good initiatives now by participating in an future programs. The second said he wanted wrestling, boxing, judo, and combat sports. Now, if we introduce combat to this, how are we going to be united? We like boxing by a friend of my who we like boxing by a price. We like wrestling a fellow Rotarian to the ground to say that, and I want to thank our partners who have been very supportive of this, the RESA project, the Lagos State Sports Commission, and other partners that have been supporting us since the selection of this. So, like I said, Rotary International incorporates sports in some of its activities, centennial that span several decades, which brings people together and raises funds for good causes. As sporting talents, to raise funds for our organization. It's not only when we go to our regular meetings of fellowship that we could raise money. If there is a sporting activity that is of interest to us, we could use it to raise money. And I want to thank PDG Bola everybody for initiating at the Peace Park, they are right. They are gathering there, so we could come and see what they are doing. Fellowship is one of our core values. When we come together through various activities, it binds us, it solidifies us, it tells us that we are people of action and our ability to Rotary does not scourge other sports programs and provide opportunities. Rotary opens opportunities. That was the highlighting for 2020-2021 Rotary there. Opportunity for us to expand our reach. Maybe not many people know this. I play table tennis very skillfully, as well as football. But you may not know until I am on the field. Last week in Abuja, during the World celebration, I was playing table tennis efficiently with some other Rotarians from other districts. And I had to use the ground to my colleague from the Chicago one. But come and take over. So when it comes to table tennis, maybe I'm a or I don't know, maybe those ones are the game masters. Those are the people that I can give that I'm having sports lover. Real Madrid Football Club, the most successful football club in the world, is my team. There is no club that has been as successful as Real Madrid, no matter what you say. We have won the Champions League more than 14 times, and no club has ever done that in the world. And we have won the football championship more than most teams in the world. So, I ask fellow Rotarians distinguished and ladies and gentlemen, what's on your mind about Rotary and sports? When you hear that Rotary is involved in sporting activities, what comes to your mind? It's like asking you, which of your meals will you skip in a day? Breakfast, lunch, dinner, which? Are they here? Which? Dinner, yes, dinner. Is it dinner or are they here? You skip dinner. Yes, what will you skip? Lunch. What about breakfast? All of us will serve breakfast, whether we like it or not. So you choose which sports you, this question that I have posed. I'll be willing to play table tennis. I'll be willing to play football. And final note, are you a Rotarian who is involved in any sport related project? The pioneer of ROSFEST is here. And I pose this last question to all of us once again. Are you a Rotarian who is involved in any sport-related activity? We all like to shout off Arsenal, of Man U, of Man City. And which activity do you want to be known for? I'm known for football. I'm known for table tennis. What are you known for? Wrestling, boxing, judo, golf, volleyball, handball, hockey. Which one? Sprint.
Wrestling.
This note, I want to thank everyone for listening.
Thank you very much, my very, very wonderful district governor. Yes, my district governor was not wrong. The biggest club in the world is actually Real Madrid. The biggest club in the world. Please use your Google. Biggest club in the world. The second biggest club in the world is actually Manchester United. The records are there. And actually, that's the biggest club in England. Just sincerely, is a Man U fan. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, I happen to play my local team in the 70s. I never football club of Aba. I still love that team till today. After which comes Hello Rangers. Yes, I used to love local teams. So, the district governor of Rotary International District 9111, that district is ably represented here by the district governor-elect, Buki Bakari, and he has a good will message for us. Please, if our hands are not too busy, please let's welcome Rotarian who is ably represented by the district government. You can keep on coming. Welcome.
My district governor, and of course, the high level commissary. And of course, the future governors, past district governors. You know, when my DG was talking the other time, he was talking about sports. And I remember the days when I used to play badminton, and I was in this bottom. Of course, I put on weight, and I can no longer even handle the racket. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Rotarians, it's good to have you here. You know, when the DG speaks, what else can the DG say? Nothing more. It's more like breaking protocol for you. So I want to appreciate this committee. You know, when Yahweh was talking the other time, that's DG, if anyone. She said she hopes that other districts, that is our district, 9111, will take up this initiative. Of course, we're taking it up. In fact, I was just talking to PDG almost today, Lawson. I said to her, this particular committee, it's a committee that says the time of chair, you must be dedicated. You must be able to think outside the box. And it's been very difficult getting someone to take it up. It's a challenge. I want to thank the committee chair for putting this together. It's one of a kind. I remember when it started too. And it's a committee that I'm so much interested in. If not that I would be the DG at that time, I would have wanted to chair the committee myself. Well done, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much. My district, ably represented by the district governor-elect, who coincidentally is responsible for the formation of my this redistricting thing, the person who formed my club is in 9112. My club is separating 9111 from 9112. And that's why the activity is always in the so I will have my mentor and Rotary still stuck there in 9111. The Charter President's Club being one of the greatest clubs in Rotary International. Thank you very much. Having heard from everyone, it's important, also important for us to know if we made sense to everyone that has attended this media Parley. And so on that note, I'll take a few questions. Those who have shown interest. First, I have wasting time, proceed to the unveiling of the sports logo. My district governor and the district leaders here present will unveil the logo. So the camera crew, you may want to adjust your cameras to the right side of the hall for the unveiling of the ROSFEST sports logo.
Please, district leaders and the representative of the please join us, sir. Yes, this is the moment that all of us have been waiting for, which is the unveiling of the ROSFEST logo. I recall that so fellow Rotarians and our friends from the press, this is the moment that all of us have been waiting for, which is the unveiling of the ROSFEST logo. Let me once again thank all the district leaders who are here for standing with us. And on that note, it is my pleasure to formally unveil this let's dance together the ROSFEST logo today, Wednesday, the 29th day of October 2025. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That is the ROSFEST 2026 logo unveiled today, the 29th of October 2025 at the media part of ROSFEST 2026. Ladies and gentlemen, on this note, this logo is official. This event kick-started, and this will goes through other events through the ROSFEST, and we hope to get a lot of us partake at the ROSFEST. We will have any photo sessions now, very quickly. We'll have photo sessions now, very quickly. Teaching. Photo sessions, please. The committee chair. Thank you. Are we good? All right. We'll have one, the district governor, the chairman of the committee, will handshake behind the logo. The district governor and the chairman of the committee in a handshake behind the logo. The next will be members of the committee. Please, members of the committee, get ready. Members of the committee, please get ready very quickly. The next is with the sports commission. With the chairman there, thank you. Thank you. Sports committee, the ROSFEST committee, very quickly. Committees. Quickly. So, are we good? Thank you. So, please, members of the committee, please. Committee. Members of the committee. The chairman of the committee, please. The chairman, please, of the committee. The committee, let me get the vote to like the lunch. By the chairman and his core team. This core team and the chairman, please. Yes, yes, yes. Each is core team. Let's take this one. Also, probably this was outside the right of the touch. All right.
I'm the average boy from the average streets, with an empty pocket on the battlefield. Many things many eyes don't see, many tears many eyes don't bleed. To the rise and fall, I made it to the top. You don't get anything when you want to. Oh, no.
So good. All right, let's make presentation. Please provide introduce a little statement. The news company would like to speak to one or two persons later. Thank you.
Move this to the side.
Come inside, this people wants to right inside, please. Let's come into the hall, please. Don't walk into the hall, this people wants us all inside, thank you. Please, let's come inside, please. All right. Let's go inside. All right.
Hello, Terence. We're going to round up in the next 5 minutes maximum so that all of us can go and attend to our other activities. I want to thank you once again. May I invite the pioneer governor of Rotary International District 9112, Rotary and Femi Adenekon, to please come out here and be joined by the two past district governors who are here. Past district governor, Montide Lawson, and past district governor, if anyone, please join. I did say that I believe in continuity and maybe for the benefit of those who are not Rotarians, and I think that I can do that briefly. Past district governor Montide Lawson, and then over to past district governor Ifeanyi Ejeze, past district governor Ejeze, and then over to past district governor Femi Adenekon, who is our immediate past district governor Adenekon handed over to me. So you can see, I don't know, you can see how things work. So it's not by coincidence that all of them are here today. It is because that's why Rotary encourages continuity, not only in our programs, but even in our thoughts and in all our activities. So I want to present to the immediate past district governor. You know, he believed in what past district governor Ejeze did, and I also believed in what he did. And that is why you can see us here today presenting this to him. ROSFEST has come to stay in this 9112. So on this note, I want you can see. I want to present this. Can you see it? I can see it. So yes, ma'am. So I want to make this presentation in the presence of my predecessors, and I want them to join me by putting their hands on this while I make this presentation of our immediate past district governor and pioneer governor.
Wow.
So maybe what's the thing?
The DG, the past district governor, the chair of ROSFEST, BPR, this is really wow. I never imagined I was want to receive. At first, I was thinking it was going to be PDP. I was saying congratulations. But well, this is a big surprise, and I sincerely appreciate it. I want to thank the DG, DG Dara and the chairman of the committee for presenting this beautiful photo frame. Never imagined it. I don't know what I've done. I maybe deserve this. I mean, deserve it. But in all of it, I sincerely appreciate you for your kind gesture. And I look forward to giving my best, much as I'm consulted and past someone to support our programs. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Congratulations once again.
Very quickly, without wasting time, the vice chairman of the committee. Present. You want to come forward very quickly and take the vote of thanks while the picture is being taken. Thank you. The magic teaching. Very well. In my own year. The magic teaching, my own personal teaching. That's my magic teaching. Good evening,
I was not thinking of. I was thinking of.
Thank you very much, my DG, United DG, my acting DG, past district governors here present, the district secretary, the treasurer, the personal assistants, and all the DG entourage here present. We appreciate your presence. My chairman, ROSFEST, PP Alozes Modi, thank you for bringing us together once again. My fellow committee members, so appreciative of this moment, and we wouldn't forget our sponsors. There are so numerous this time around to mention, and we're still counting. By the special grace of God, come February, we'll be having a very, very wow moment. So on behalf of my fellow committee members, we say a very big thank you for sparing us with your time, because time is so precious. Even some of us that have to run all the way down from the office, we made it here. Thank you very much. I will see you again. The media persons here present, the TVs, the media, print media, the radios, we really appreciate your presence. So we expect to see you more. Thank you very much. Thank you, my leader.
Thank you very much. Now, please let's stand where you are and let's take the national anthem, please. Stand where you are. Immediately after this, every committee member outside for the group photograph. If you're not there, you're not there. The anthem, please.
All members.